Hey friends, Sleepy here. Welcome to another episode of the Community Question Series. Welcome to episode 4. I want to first off thank everyone who has participated in my previous 3 episodes of my Community Question Series. I've really enjoyed reading your guys' comments to the questions that I asked. I love reading your guys' answers. The few people who have done video responses, I want to thank you guys for that. So if you guys would like to answer this question, you can leave it as a comment or you can create a video response. Now, if you do leave a video response, please leave a link in the comments so I can check it out because YouTube does not always tell me when people upload videos, and I've missed videos that way. This way, if you have a video link for me, I can check it out and watch it. And if you want to do both, that's even better. So this week's question series, I'm going to ask you guys, what are some of your favorite racing games to play? Because this will help give me ideas of racing games, and I'll share with you guys, of course, some of my favorite ones here. So first off, one of my absolute favorite series. I've been playing this forever, ever since the original one. I played on 3DO and PlayStation and even the PC was the Need for Speed series. And one of my favorites is Need for Speed Underground. They had Underground 1 and 2 in the arcade, which I loved. And they also have it on the Xbox, PlayStation 2 and stuff, PC. Wonderful series. I love the Need for Speed. There's just tons of them out. There's about like 50 Need for Speed games. And I just love the series because it's an arcade racer, so it's not simulation racing, because I know some people like simulation racing, some people like the arcadey type of racing, and I prefer more of the arcadey type of racing, like the Need for Speeds and stuff. And these are really fun, especially when they've added cops into it. And you have to race cops and you race different opponents and stuff. Then they always do add story to these, and they have the cutscenes and stuff with live actors and stuff in them, and it's always fun. Of course, they always have beautiful hot women in these racing games because women and hot women and cars go together like peanut butter and jelly. So it's always nice to look at that nice eye candy in these games. Besides the beautiful cars that are in the game, but I just um, love the Need for Speed series. I've loved them ever since I was a kid, and I know they've remastering one soon. My buddy Dean was telling me about it. I'm trying to think. It was Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, but like the newer one. I'm gonna have to look into getting that because I love that game. That was really fun. But I love the Need for Speed series, and Need for Speed Underground's one of the favorite. Now, I have a lot of them here. I'm not going to show you guys every single game I have, but I just wanted to talk about one of my series that I really love that's really cool. Next up, I have some Sega racing games, and this game is really fun, and that is Sega Rally Revo. So for rally racing, for those rally games, where it's off-road in the mud and dirt type of racing, those games are pretty fun, and this Sega Rally Revo is really cool. Now, there was a Sega Rally game that was digital only on 360 that unfortunately is no longer available. I know my buddy Dean told me about it. He downloaded it before they shut it down, and so unfortunately now you can't get it by any like normal methods, as far as like from Microsoft themselves. Like you might be able to go online and download it from somebody else, but official channels and stuff, you can't get that game anymore. But I love rally games, and this Sega Rally Revo is awesome. It's becoming kind of expensive here, like a $30 game or more if you can find it. I'm so glad I have a copy, but it's really fun. So I also do like the rally type games. You're racing through the mud with rally cars and stuff. Very fun games, and I've had a lot of fun with this Sega Rally series. And then we're gonna go over my talk about my absolute favorite racing series of all time. Now, I don't want to go into every single racing title I have and all that stuff because this would be like a 6-hour video on that. But I just wanted to go over a couple of my favorite ones, and especially this one. This is my favorite, and that's the Tokyo Extreme Racer series. But the very first one was called Tokyo Highway Battle for PlayStation 1, which I actually discovered last year. This is an awesome game. The music is fantastic. Now, the race, this is a pretty bare bones, basic racing game. You just race one person from point A to point B, and as you beat racers, you unlock money. You can use that to upgrade cars, buy new cars, performance and stuff like that. It's very basic, but it's what got the series started, and I'm so glad to have it. And the soundtrack for this is just amazing and fantastic. Like I have it as a playlist on my phone, and sometimes I'll just listen to it while I'm cooking or just walking, go out for a walk. I can listen to the music because it's just that good. It's fantastic. You can listen to without even needing to play the game. Like the music on this is just great. Love the full motion videos in this, and it looks really good for a PS1 racer game. But this is awesome. I'm so glad I have this one. But the ones that I love the most are the actual Tokyo Extreme Racer series. And the very first one I ever played was on Dreamcast because this was one of the launch titles. And so I've got Tokyo Extreme Racer 1. This is awesome. This is the basic premise is this: you run around the highways of Tokyo at night, and you do illegal street racing, and you get so much money at the start of the game. You use that money to buy a crappy car, and then you go around and race other drivers. And as you beat drivers, you will unlock credits, money, and you can use that money to buy new cars. You can use that money to upgrade your vehicles, upgrade the suspension, the shocks, the brakes, the handling, the turning, the body. You can fine tune the engine and stuff, because the more enemies you face, the tougher they get. And what I really like about this is it's a lot of quick races where you'll run around the map. Look for enemies. They'll have an R above their head, and they're color coded. If they're blue, they're enemies you haven't raced before. If they're green, they're guys you've already beat. If they're red, it means they beat them or you're currently racing them. And then you're a little yellow guy on the map. And as you go through, there's different enemies to race. And as you play through the different games in the series, they end up adding more vehicles. The graphics get better. The gameplay gets better. They add more content to the game. But the original one that started after the Tokyo Highway Battle for PS1 was on the Dreamcast, which is Tokyo Extreme Racer, which is all about imports and import tuner cars, that kind of stuff. So if you like those Japanese racing games and you like them, definitely check them out. And then we also got, Tokyo Extreme Racer 2 for Dreamcast, which is kind of harder to find game for Dreamcast these days and pretty pricey. I found it locally at a game store, got a really good deal. I still need to actually pop this in and play it because I have not been playing this one. I've been playing the original one, and then this too I'm going to show you that I have on PS2. Fantastic game. My absolute favorite. This has become my favorite in the Tokyo Extreme Racer series, and it's on PlayStation 2, and that is Tokyo Extreme Racer 3. This one has the most content in the Tokyo Extreme Racer game series. It has over 600 rivals to race, tons of cars. It has licensed cars in the game. They're just not licensed. It goes by their what the hell is like the number code that the cars are assigned. If you know what the number code is or what the cars look like, you know what they are. They're in this game. They just couldn't call them because they wanted to pay the licensing money. But tons of vehicles, just awesome. I just love the Tokyo Extreme Racer series. The music is great. This is one of those games you can just sit back and play. I like to play it at nighttime when I'm in bed relaxing. I can play a few races here and there. It's real quick races. You flash your headlights behind an opponent. You guys both start the race. Whatever person is in the front, their opponent's health bar will start going down. You both have a health bar. Whoever's health bar gets depleted is the loser of the race. And they also have where you can turn it off in some of the older games. This one you can't. Like if you hit the walls or run into traffic, that also take down your health bar. So if you run into an enemy really hard, you could completely lose your health bar even if you're way ahead, and that can happen to your opponents as well. And I found that the computer sometimes isn't very good at taking turns, so I found it as a way I can surpass them in turns. Is I defeat them by going through the turns and beating them that way. But it's a fantastic series. Also got Tokyo Extreme Racer 0, which came before Tokyo Extreme Racer 3. This one has over 400 opponents, 200 miles of track. This one had like 300 miles of track. Lots of more tracks. Actually has 3 cities racing besides just Tokyo that these older ones have. Fantastic series, though. These Tokyo Extreme Racer games. My absolute favorite. Now, we also have... there was another one released, and the newest one was called Import Tuner Challenge for the Xbox 360. So they dropped the Tokyo Extreme Racer name from it. I don't know why, and just called it Import Tuner Challenge. But that game is amazing and awesome. And actually, when that game first came out, I didn't even know it was related to the Tokyo Extreme Racer series. I just played it and thought, this kind of looks similar. But I found out that it actually is made by the same people. And it is actually the same game. They just retitled it Import Tuner Challenge for some reason. Don't know why. But that's another fantastic one. I actually have it. It's on my wall somewhere. I don't know where it is. But that's one I have not played in a long time. And I actually would like to pop that in and play. I know my buddy Dean is a big fan of that. But I would love to hear what your guys' favorite racing series are. Like I said, I've got a lot of them. I just wanted to share a few with you because, like I said, this video could go on for hours if I showed you guys literally every racing game I had. But I would like to hear what some of your guys' favorite racing games are. What series you like? Why do you like them? Do you guys like the arcade racers? Do you like the simulations like the Forzas and the Gran Turismos? Or do you like the Tokyo Extreme Racer like I like? Or, do you like the off-road games? Or do you like the Mario Kart type of racing games? The Crash Bandicoot, those kind of cutesy racing games. Are you into those? What kind of racing games do you like? I would love to hear what your guys' racing games you guys love, because it also gives me ideas of games to check out. So, like I said, you guys can leave a video response to this, sharing your favorite racing games. You guys can leave a comment what your favorite racing games are. Love to read them. Just please, if you do a video response, leave a link to your video as a comment so I can check out the video. Again, I want to thank you guys for watching. Take care. Have an amazing day, and you guys have a wonderful day.